Well, she was the doctor who treated Australia's first coronavirus patient. Now Professor Rhonda Stewart has become the first Victorian to receive the Pfizer vaccine, getting the jab yesterday among colleagues who have been putting themselves on the line since the pandemic began. There were great pictures yesterday. I'm pleased to say she joins us now from Melbourne. Professor, thank you so much for your time today. How was the jab? How are you feeling today?
Oh, look, actually, it was a very small jab, actually. No problems at all. I've got no side effects, so I'm back here working at Monash today.
We saw a lot of, Professor, emotion yesterday from frontline workers. Can you describe to us why it meant just so much for you all?
Well, I think all frontline healthcare workers have gone through a lot in the last 12 months. So we've seen lots of patients come into the hospital, we've looked after them, we've seen some deaths. And we've also had to deal with some of our own fear as well about coming down with the virus ourselves. So it's been a huge year. And to have a vaccine now that we can use to prevent ongoing disease and to prevent our hospitals being overwhelmed is a huge step forward.
I saw a lot of frontline workers in tears yesterday. It was a really important day for them. For you, how was it?
Oh, it was a really important day for me, emotional day. We've had a big team getting prepared for the vaccine to arrive and all the procedures in place around making sure it was given safely. And it's a really nice fitting into the cycle that when we saw the first patient last year. So yeah, it was a great day, and me and 100 other healthcare workers here at Monash all had the vaccine, and everybody was really excited to get it.
It's not a silver bullet, but was it a pressure release? It seemed to me that there was this enormous sigh of relief collectively.
Yeah, I guess we're also being realistic. We don't think this is COVID over, but it's certainly going to change the way we need to think about COVID going forward, and that's really important. So what we need is everybody to come on board and get vaccinated. Yeah,
and the state is hoping to roll out on that 12,000 doses this week alone. Is that the timetable that you're rolling with, or do you expect it to be, or hope that it will be rolled out quicker?
Oh, we're ready to vaccinate when the vaccine comes to us. We'll be doing at least 1,000 a week in the next few weeks, but as soon as the vaccine hits our hub, our vaccine hub, will be vaccinating all our healthcare workers and then rolling out to the public.
Is there any frustration in the speed of all of that? Would you like it to happen quicker?
Look, I think in Australia we are really lucky. We don't have community-acquired cases. We can roll this out, make sure we're doing it properly, take our time and get everybody on board to come along the ride with us. I think it's really important that people feel comfortable about that.
There were a lot of health workers, I think, in WA who hadn't decided whether or not to take the vaccine. Have you had such problems, and how would you convince people in the general public, therefore, to have that vaccine? What would you say to them?
So vaccination is really important. You know, to go forward, we've now got this tool that we can use against COVID. And it's not just about preventing people dying from COVID, it's about preventing people from getting sick with COVID, preventing them coming into our hospitals and overwhelming the health system, so we can use our hospitals to treat other important things like heart disease and cancer, things that, you know, aren't being looked after well overseas because they're overwhelmed with COVID. So it's going to change the way our hospitals work. It can also change the way we live in our public lives. We won't need to go into lockdowns anymore. We might be able to have holidays and potentially travel overseas again. So, you know, it's a really big step to see light at the end of the tunnel, which has been a very hard year for many people, not just in the healthcare.
Yeah, if you worry about it at home, just those words Professor just uttered then are perfect. Take them all in. Professor, thank you so much for that. Appreciate your time.